Hello guys, so today I'm going to be walking you guys through how to make your own CARRD.co page. If you're on Stan Twitter, especially K-pop Stan Twitter, you've probably seen tweets floating around with this URL ending. And basically, CARRD is something in between having your own domain and like a Tumblr blog. Like, you can't make posts on it or anything, but it's not like something you pay for, and it's nothing you have to do HTML coding for. Like, it's simple, but you can make it complex, and you can make it like as aesthetic as you want to. It's very customizable, which is why Stan Twitter is like obsessed with it. Yeah, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make one from scratch, and I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 different aesthetics on the same template, and each aesthetic is going to be like more complicated than the last one basically. Obviously there's like a million ways you can make one, and I would like really encourage you to like play around with it and try to make it your own, because it is like it's going to be in your pinned tweet, so it's pretty much an introduction to you as a person and like your personal aesthetic. So it's important to find something that's unique, and of course like you're going to take inspiration from other people, but try your best to make it original, or as original as possible. Also, I see like a conception floating around that making one of these is really, really complicated, and don't let that scare you, because it's really not that hard. If you have any experience with making Tumblr blogs or like editing your own blog, then it's gonna be super, super easy for you. But if you haven't done anything like that, don't worry. Like, there's no HTML coding involved. Like, it's basically, I'll get into it soon enough, but like everything's set up for you. You just have to get familiar with what everything does and what all the buttons do. But once you are familiar with it, then it's gonna be really, really simple. So before you even begin making your CARRD account, you want to start brainstorming what you want your CARRD theme to be, like whether you want it to be darker, whether you want it to be really soft, and think about like basically mine is NCT Military theme, so I have like all the text is from the NCT Militaries as well as the GIFs. But if you look at my sister's, like she did a Moomin theme for hers, and she has all these different gifs of Moomin. So like search around on Twitter and look for different themes that people have. I think a lot of people, let's click on this person. I don't know who this is, but a lot of people use like soft images, like grainy pictures for theirs. So yeah, but you don't have to do that. Just think about like what you find aesthetically pleasing. Then you want to begin brainstorming what you want to include in your CARRD. So most people include a bias list and like, oopsies, hold on, let me go back. Most people include a bias list, an about page, and there's lots of different ways you can do this. Like, you could break it up like into your alts and your semi-alts, or you can just have one big bias list. See, like a lot of people have been including like this countdown or this timer for how long they've loved their alt, and an about page, and also you can put links to your different social media accounts, like I have that. And one last thing to think about is what you want your URL to be. You can change this at any time, but a lot of people tend to like use some cute words, like this one says milk cafes, or you can do like my sister, she has Jungwon's birthday for her CARRD URL. That's a really popular one to do. You can just put your alt's birthday. So after you're done brainstorming, you want to go ahead and make a folder specifically to put all of your CARRD stuff in, just so it's like all in one place and it's easy to find it once you start editing. And you want to make like a Word doc or a notepad about like just so you can write down all your ideas for what you want to put in it. So like bias list, and you want your about me to be in it, and so you can like write down all your ideas for your URLs and whatnot. So now that you have some sort of an idea of what you want your CARRD to look like, you can go ahead and make your account and start with a fresh template. So they have like an overwhelming amount of templates, but the one we're going to be using today is this one. It's really, really customizable, which I like it so much. Like, it's really easy to work with, basically. So we're going to start by just deleting everything because we're not going to be setting it up like this at all. Alright, so a good place to start is by adding an image. So you just hit this plus button, and this is where you're going to get all of your, all of your widgets that you can add. And with this first tutorial, I'm going to be showing you the basics of CARRD. So I'm going to show you how to add images, text, buttons, and I believe I'm going to show you how to use the timer. So I'm going to start with an image, and underneath that we can add some buttons, and to add more buttons, you just hit add on the side here, just like that. And we're going to change the style in a second. Alrighty, so a problem you might run into when making your card is the GIFs you want to use are too large in file size. So there's a really, really easy way to fix this. You just search for a GIF compressor. I use this one, and then choose the file, and then hit upload. And basically just take the compression level and bring it down to like 19 or something like that. And then optimize, and then you'll see here this one's 2.96 and it brought it down to 1.77, so it's gonna be, so now you can use it in your card basically. Alright, so now that we have the GIF in there, we can go in and play with the sizing and stuff. So I think I want to change this into a circle and make it a lot bigger. And you can like play around with the height, the height and margins. I'm not really sure what that does, but yeah, so kind of just play around with it until you like the way it looks. Alright, now for the buttons, so for the buttons, the font I'm going to use is on this website called Mess Letters, yeah. And basically it's the Uwu fonts. And I find it really helpful because I don't know, like CARRD obviously has like fonts and stuff, but I just find it easier to use these because you can see what it looks like. Alright, so now that we have a font that we like, we're gonna go ahead and paste it into CARRD. And the cool thing about CARRD is that it'll actually keep an outside font like that, so that's awesome. And yeah, we're just gonna do that for all of the buttons. Okay, now as for styling the buttons, you want to go to appearance here, and basically this is like all up to you. Like, it's whatever you think is cute, like whatever your personal aesthetic is. I don't know, let's see what we can come up with here. Alright, I'm gonna fix the background right now because it's been like bothering me because it's just like plain white. So for this theme you can come here. Oh, why aren't you working? You can make the background just a solid color. Yeah, for some other themes you can use pictures and stuff like that, but for this one you can only use a solid color, which is like simple and nice, and I think I like that. And then we're gonna go to container, or this main tab. Basically you just kind of click around the outside edge and it'll bring you to it. And oh, I thought for this one that you could edit the, damn. Oh, there we go. All right, so you just want to hit box and then you can make it like a white box. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and turn these buttons into actual like links that you can click on and it'll bring you to a different page, quotation marks. It's not really a different page, it's just like a different tag, like you'll see. Okay, so you want to use this control feature, and basically it makes it into a section break, and you want to give it a hashtag. So this one's gonna be about. Done. So now everything you put under this control tab here, or this control break here, is going to go, basically it's gonna be on your about page. And now to fix these buttons, now go to the about button, and if you put in the hashtag about, it should bring you to an about page. It'll bring you to your about page once you make it. So I'm gonna put some more images underneath here, and we can put a text box and stuff like that. And this is pretty much all customizable, and you're gonna wanna do the same thing for each one. So to put another control tab underneath that, you can make that your My Love or Biases for the My Loves tab. And you're gonna want pictures and text. And hold on, let me make these smaller. How do I make you smaller? Okay, yeah, thank you. And make that smaller. And whoopsies. And some more images and some more text. And then we can put another control tab, and then we're gonna put the timer. And underneath that is where your timer is going to go. And we'll put like text. Yeah, we'll put text there. Actually, I lied. So a nice way that a lot of people keep their bias list like organized on their card is they split it up. I've seen people, whoopsies, what did I just do? I've seen people split it up. And then, so underneath that, you're gonna add even more little control widget thingies, and you're gonna put images and text, and we're gonna title this groups, and then another control thingy. Where'd you go? See, it does get a little bit confusing when you like add so many of these. I know it looks like a huge mess, but it's gonna look, it will look fine once you publish it. But yeah, like looking at this kind of does give you a massive headache. So it can get confusing, but just try to keep it as organized as possible, if at all possible. And to make sure that these buttons work, you basically just do the same thing. So you're gonna go to groups and do the hashtag for groups that you made, and then go to boys and do the hashtag for boys, and then to girls and do the girls hashtag. And we can also fix it up here as well. And so now we're gonna work on the timer. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. So if you put in a past date, it counts up from that date. So I put in me and Johnny's, the anniversary of when I started ulting him, basically. And we can just add some ooh-woo. Here, let's just do this. Ooh-woo, ooh-woo, ooh-woo. Oh, how pretty. Whoops. There we go. Perfect. And you can stylize the timer however you want, so you can make it bigger or smaller, and you can fix the color. And basically that's about it. So you're gonna want to hit publish. So this is where the title doesn't really matter, it'll just show up like here basically. And so we're just gonna put tutorial, and then description doesn't matter either. And now this is where you're gonna put your CARRD.co domain name. So we'll do Kiki's tutorial. There we go. Super cute. And hit publish. Cool, it's all done. And now we can go, here we go, right here. And whoops, okay, forgot to put the home domain. That's the only thing I forgot to do. But yeah, so this is how it looks once you're done. And yeah, obviously I didn't go through and do like the whole bias list, whatever, because it's up to you pretty much. I'm just showing you basically how to do it, and then you can take the reins from there. I believe in you. You'll figure it out. Yeah, so once you get this stuff down, really, it's really easy to use CARRD. And all right, so now on to the next tutorial. All right, so the next tutorial, we're gonna use a different template. I forgot, oh, it's this one. And we're gonna, first of all, this background like bothers me, so we're just gonna make it white. And so it's less distracting, and we're gonna delete all of this stuff, except for, delete everything except for this and this. So this next aesthetic is going to be kind of like a Tumblr post. It's supposed to like look like a Tumblr post. It's not exactly like one, but you can make it, you can manipulate it enough to make it look like one. So yeah, we're gonna start off by, first of all, putting a gallery right here. So this gallery tab allows, whoops, move it here. This gallery tab allows you to basically put pictures right next to each other, and you're gonna have to play around with it a little bit to get it to like fit the way you want it to. So go into this and like do the sizing. I would recommend making it like this, like as big as possible, so that it looks like, basically we're gonna be taking this post by user, this is the creator of the post, and we will be crediting them like on the actual page too. We're gonna have the source at the bottom and everything. Alrighty, so now that we've added all the pictures and stuff, and once again I ran into like the same problem where I had to go compress the GIFs to get the file size down. You want to add the text box, add one underneath the sidebar, and then add one underneath the photos, and we're going to align this one center and make sure this one is aligned right. Alright, so before we do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and fix the background again. So this is one of those themes where you can make the background an image, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And usually at the bottom here, you have to play around with this opacity thing right here, so just bring it all the way down to bring the color out. And now we're going to click on container and go to edit, and where is it? Background, here we go. So color, gonna make it white. Actually, I think I'm gonna delete this for now, I don't really like that. And we're gonna go down to drop shadow, which this is a cool feature, and we're gonna give it a dark black drop shadow and turn down the blur. And it's right at the bottom here, so you want to move it. Where'd you go? Angle. Just kind of play around with the angle and stuff until you get something that you like. Alright, so with this theme, I'm going to demonstrate how you can use pictures for links pretty much. So like how we use the buttons in the previous tutorial to give us a link to another page. We can do the same thing with pictures. So as you see right here, there's a link URL. So we're gonna do the same thing we did last time, which is do control, and we're gonna put it, yeah, I guess right there, whatever. And we're going to make this we'll make this a bias list, or no, an about page, about. And so yeah, there's our about, and it's really simple. All you do is go to the picture and then put the hashtag about for the link URL, and then now that makes that picture clickable. Once you click on the pictures, then it'll take you to different tabs basically. So I'm gonna go through and do all of these. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how you can add music to your card. So it's really simple. All you have to do is add the audio tab to a page and then click on it, and basically take any SoundCloud. I've mainly seen people use SoundCloud. I'm sure you could use something else if you wanted to, but SoundCloud is just easiest. Just take the URL, put it into here, and then click autoplay, and then hit done, and then that's it. Alrighty, so we're about done here, so we're gonna hit publish changes, put in the URL just like you did before, and wait for it to publish, done, and now we can look at it. Alright, so I obviously didn't add stuff for all of the tabs, or all these pictures. I just kind of ran out of ideas, but yeah, there's a lot you can do with this sort of theme. It's really cool in my opinion, and you can put social media links and stuff like that for the last two if you can't come up with any other ideas. Alright, so the final card we're going to construct is going to be basically just a click through of images. Like you'll see what I mean. It's similar to those cafe themes if you've seen those around, but mine is going to be garden themed. So we're gonna use this theme again, and we're just gonna do the same thing as last time. We'll just go ahead and delete everything. So something I actually didn't show you guys how to do yet is put in these little icons. So basically you can edit the type. So if you have a Facebook or whatever, wait, hold on. Where's Twitter? Twitter. I can't read. Twitter. And you can link that was Tumblr down there. Tumblr, like they have pretty much every button you can think of. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope this was helpful. I'm sorry if I was bad at explaining some things, but yeah, and as you can see, you can only make 3 card profiles per account. You have to pay to make more, but yeah, I hope you guys find this useful. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see any more tutorial type videos with CARRD from me, and also let me know which one you guys liked the most. I hope you guys have a great day. Check out my other videos and please subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.